Hi Professor, so in this video I'm going to talk about source number 3, which is practices of race in colonialism. So in this they talked about like Fanon's three stage of colonial racism, and in which they talked about inventing racial distinctions which creates difference to separate themselves from colonized people, and the second one was justifying territorial control, in which they just take over the land of indigenous people. And the third one was like putting the laws on inferior people, and the superior people, like ruling government, or like ruling people like Britain. They just like put out these laws on inferior communities, on like indigenous people. And the second one they talk about was a racial hierarchy of colonialism. So in this European expansion led to uh, uh, harmful treatment of indigenous people as racially inferior, and they were like not able to defend themselves, and they faced like violence, and a lot of indigenous people were like killed during the expansion of Europeans. And the third one was the Europeans, like they in this source they also talk about the residential schools were made, and this civilizing mission was started by Europeans, and the goal was to, which they talked about in this source, was like to kill the Indian in him and save the man. And so they were like erasing the indigenous people traditions, and they were kind of erasing the indigenous people from the land, to be honest. And the children of indigenous people faced a lot of like mental abuse and physical abuse, and also they had this they made this law in which like the indigenous pregnant women had to like sign this agreement, and then only they can see their newborn child after delivery. And they were like forced to sign this agreement, and the agreement was in different language, so the a woman cannot understand. So they were forced to sign these kind of agreements, and in these agreement they were like, it was written that there would be like the doctor would like proceed with some kind of operation on this pregnant woman after delivering the child, that she cannot